I think that's something that's really important for rookies is finding that veteran leadership. If it's a young team, just finding someone who has experience and really, like I said, learning the game because a
Hmm.
lot of these kids are very talented, but it takes some time to learn what it's supposed to be like to be a professional on and off the court.
Experience is always the best teacher.
And I think too is where the game has changed is when we came in the game, there used to be the OGs, the vets that would put their arm around you
Hmm.
and talk you through things, help
Who
you
was it for
avoid
you?
pitfall. I had Chris Webber.
I had Steve Smith.
Yeah, so just two Detroit dudes,
Hmm.
that's great dudes and kind of saw how they moved on and off the court. But I really feel like the game has lost that. Now I feel like it's such a competitive atmosphere that if an older dude puts his arm around a younger dude, he doesn't because they could be competing for minutes.
Right.
And I think that kind of the OGs on the team and kind of like the mentors, it's a dying breed with this new generation because everyone is scrapping for minutes and it's more competitive, I think, than it used to be.
I remember getting called to my room from Greg Popovich in Seattle. I was coming off the bench. Steve Smith was starting. And that was my guy. Like, I was at his house. His wife was cooking for me. Like, he treated me like a little brother, everything. Taught me everything I know about preparing for the game and everything. And him and Tim was in the room, and Pop like, you starting tonight. We're going to start you tonight. And the whole time I'm thinking was, how I'm going to tell Steve Smith. Like, I don't feel comfortable. I'm young, so I'm not knowing this is a job. You know what I'm saying? This is my second year in the league, so I care about my relationship with Steve Smith more than I care about starting, you know what I mean? But the good thing about it, we talking about vets and what they do. I walk in the locker room, my head down, because I know Steve right there, and as I pass him, he grabbed me and turned me around like, look, go out there and do what it's not personal between me and you.
Mm-hmm.
Go out there, you my little brother, go out there and do what you want to, don't feel no type of way about it.
Mm-hmm.
That helped me go out there and
There's no
play.
question.
I'm talking about that was a lifesaver
Yeah.
for me, but he didn't have to do that.
Right.
I'm just going to test what you're saying about the OGs. They don't do that no more. We needed that.
Right,
They need it now
absolutely.
too.
They definitely do now. They just don't have it. I remember early on, like I said, my thing was being a Laker fan growing up, big time Laker fan, still a Laker fan, but I was living in Sacramento, going to UCLA, and this is when the Kings and Lakers had it was a rivalry. They were the top two teams in the West, and whoever won that was going to win the finals. So I'm going home every summer, being able to work out with C-Webb, White Chocolate, Peja, back in their heyday, Bobby Jackson. I end up, talking to Rick Adelman during the summer, and he asked me what I had going on, and I really said nothing. I was super excited to try to play for the Kings. So I ended up signing a deal with the Kings, and then that's when they traded Chris Webber to Philly. And I was just a throw-in at the time, so I went with Chris. So it was my first time finding out on ESPN that I was traded. And then I was traded with Chris, and what a big deal because he meant so much to that city. He ends up going to Philly. I go with him. And we were just, miserable. It was just something completely different than what we were accustomed to, at least I was. And that's when he really kind of took me under his arm and taught me how to, work hard even though I wasn't playing and what I need to be doing and kind of kept my head in the game. Someone that like I said, I really leaned on to this day and someone that really got me through some of the toughest times because I could have possibly been on my way out. And he used to always just, you got game, keep working on your game. He actually gave me his shooting coach and, that's when I started to work on change my formula. My form was still fucked up, but I learned how to make that fucked up form go in the basket.
Yeah,
You know what I
did.
mean?
Yeah.
So
it was ugly.
and it was all, but it
went in. It went
yeah.
in though. It went in.
No, but I mean, like I said, vets, back to the point, vets are important, man, and I wish there was still that kind of veteran leadership in the league. Like I said, there's few and far between with guys doing that this year.
Every team needs at least one or two vets.
Oh, there's no
Every
question.
team.
And even if they don't play, obviously if it plays, it helps, but just to kind of give these younger guys just a little bit of an understanding of what to expect and what's going on.